Hey guys, Zygeek here, and welcome back to another episode of Cave Factory with me. Hello, and I realize I have lied to y'all about the little steel setup that I have. Not that this setup doesn't work, it works perfectly, but two of y'all pointed out, which is Brian and Nessos, thank you very much, that there is something called the Pipez mod, which I have talked not Pipez. But anyway, there's this mod, and I have talked about it before, I think, because, I mean, I've had some of this crafted, so I'm assuming I've talked about it before, and I don't know why, but I completely forgot about it. And despite hoppers not working to get things in here, which I've done in past packs, so I think that's why I was so lost, the pipes work. So you just use your pipe wrench on an item pipe, and you, like, shift-right click it, and it'll extract out of this chest, and you can use anything. You can use blocks of iron, blocks of coal, or just the coal coke, or just the normal of each, and if I put it in there, yep, it eats it, and then that eats it, and then it starts working. So that is a way that you can get your steel setup to work without having to do this whole complicated setup over here. So you don't have to use the arc furnace, you don't have to use the crusher, you would just use your normal coke oven and have that pipe into the improved blast furnace, and then, like, if you wanted to do something similar to me, you would just have the iron from there going straight into this as well, and then bam, you will get your iron and your coal coke with no problems. I'm gonna keep my setup the way that it is because it looks nice. But honestly, the pipes mod doesn't ruin the aesthetic that much. It actually kind of looks kind of cool, especially if you were to add more yellow to the setup for, like, caution tape and stuff. I'm just gonna break everything because I don't need it. There we go. But yeah, so that is a way to do that, so I apologize for telling y'all that nothing else could work. It does work, it's just different than what I'm used to. And as per usual, don't ever take what I have to say as the definite truth when it comes to certain mods and stuff. There are some things that, of course, that I'm, like, relatively sure, because I've done it a lot, but there's some things that, obviously, I don't know everything in the world. But that's perfectly okay. You don't have to know everything, and it's always fun to learn, so thank you both for pointing that out to me. But the other thing I wanted to show y'all, and I'm sure you can see it on my map, kind of, but I have bust a hole through this door, or this wall over here to make a door, and I've completely revamped this area back here for our distillation towers. 2 now, because I made another one, because I figured one wasn't pretty enough. So, if y'all remember, we did this, like, a super long time ago with the distillation towers, and just kind of threw it back here behind this building, the immersive building. And I never made a building for it because I was just really focused on getting it done. I didn't really care about how it looked as long as I got it done, and I was like, I'll do the how it looks later, and it is now much, much later, and I figured it was finally time, especially since we were already starting to, like, do some terraforming from behind our Pneumaticraft building, and it's leading into here. I'm like, it really needs to be done. So I decided to kind of make this look kind of quarry-like with little bits of, like, crude oil popping out of there. On both of these ends. Now, both of these holes, of course, are not chunks that actually have crude oil in them. The 2 chunks, I had it in, if I do the right buttons here, yeah. This chunk has crude oil in it, and then this chunk over here has crude oil in it. So I scooched this over because the pump jack originally was over here, but I didn't like how it lined up with my building, because I actually did the building first before I did the pump jack. Don't ask, I don't know. But that lined up, and I have the crude oil coming out of the pump jack into this pipe and going into these 3 fluid tanks over here, and then I have all of these hooked up through the bottom with some levers, and they're going into this pipe and this pipe, which are going into their respective distillation towers. And then from there, the distillation towers, of course, are splitting up the crude oil into their 3 components, which is gasoline, which I have back here with these 3, the sulfurized diesel, which are in these 3, and then lubricant, which are in these 3. And of course, the gasoline is produced at a much quicker rate than the other 2, so I might need to make more of those, but I don't really think so. But if you guys are curious, there are a lot of pipes in here that do nothing, but most of these do. But I will say, if you're trying to figure out how to separate the fluid tanks, and like I said before, I don't know everything, so there might be a way to separate the fluid straight out of the distillation tower without doing it this way, but I don't know. But if you do know, let me know. But the way I did it is to make sure I had all the tanks separated, is that I would only have the output pipe going to 1 tank, and then whatever that was assigned is what I kept it as, and then I would pull out a bucket from that and put it in the tanks that I wanted to go into, and then once I had that done, then I would connect the pipes up to a new empty tank, and then whatever fluid was there, and then organize it from there. So it made it easier for me to do it that way. Like I said, I don't know if there is a way to just get the fluids straight out of the distillation tower, like already separated, but this worked for me, so that's what I'm going through. And if you think I had a lot more fluids beforehand, I did. I just decided to throw those tanks away because I wasn't really using the fluids anyway. And I figured since I'm already putting the or the pump jack into a new chuck anyway, I have plenty of crude oil, and we have infinite power, so I don't even have to worry about that. And I have 2 distillation hours, so it's much faster. So, but I just wanted to make this place look a little bit better. And I also, over here, there's no path to it because I didn't think it was necessary, but I do have this little divider kind of separating the industrial for the more greenery type. Even though pneumatic is still kind of like a tech thing, the building is more nature-like, I think is the word I want to go for. So I did make sure to keep the path because I'm like, what was the point of this? Oops. What was the point of this door otherwise? But I think it looks nice. It keeps things separated, but not so separated that it's not cohesive, if that makes any sense. Speaking of Pneumaticraft, let's go ahead and jump into this. So, where we left off is we just finished making something. We just finished making the printed circuit boards, and I went ahead and got the materials that we need. So I have 9 of them now, and we are going to make the assembly stuff. So it's an assembly laser, assembly controller, assembly drill, assembly IO unit, both export and import, and then an assembly platform. And it says it will let you make stuff easier and unlocks access to new things. So it's basically like a cool little, like, it's like an automated little assembly thing. I think it's cute. So, and then it'll give us, once we get it, a assembly program laser, drill, and then a drill and laser combo. So I think we have all of the materials for this. I threw it in my book bag. So let's see. The things that you need outside of the normal. Of course, you need a lot of plastic, which I discovered on my own, don't ask. But I made a lot of plastic, but it's mostly going into these pneumatic cylinders. And to make a pneumatic cylinder, because it's used in pretty much all of these, I think. Yeah. All of these, except for the controller, uses pneumatic cylinders. And it's pretty easy. It's just plastic, compressed iron, and then cannon barrels, which sounds violent. But all it is just reinforced brick walls along with a pressurized tube. And the brick walls are just like, we've made reinforced bricks, you just make it in a wall. Normal Minecraft stuff. So we made 14 of those, and I'm hoping that'll be enough. So to make the platform, we'll do that. Then we'll make the input assembly IO unit. I would like to see what I'm looking at. The output. Oh, I can't see. Assembly drill. I'm assuming I didn't make that, yeah. Assembly laser. Oop. I have glass. Does it have to be a specific? No. Oh, it has to be red. Okay, okay. Let's go make red glass real quick. I guess that kind of makes sense. Lasers are red in this instance. Let's see. Do I have... I want to make red glass. Do I have the ability to do that? I do. Red glass. Throw that glass away. I just need one of these, and that will be that. Let's go back to where we were. Woo, too far. And then it should just be the assembly controller, and boom! Yay! Production line! Build an assembly controller. You also need 2 assembly units, assembly laser, assembly drill, and assembly... Oh, there's so many words. Assembly. Okay. Oh, and that left us with a printed circuit board. I don't know what I need that for, but I'm just going to put it in here, because who knows? And that'll give us that, so let's go ahead and claim all of those. And the next step it wants us to do is to make an advanced pressure tube, which it says these tubes can handle more pressure. So if we ever wanted to make more pressure, which I'm assuming there's some recipes that require more than just the 5 units of pressure. I don't even know what the units are. 5. You can do that with these. So it's a stronger version of the basic pressure tube. It can be camouflaged, and tube modules can be placed on it to provide additional functionality. Oh, that's kind of cool. It could be camouflaged. So I don't have to have tubes everywhere if I didn't want, which I'm fine with where they are, but that's okay. So what this does is, since we have the assembly program drill and laser combo, we can use laser, drill, IO, import, export, and then the assembly platform. And I also do think I need a chest. If I'm having flashbacks. I think I need a chest. Should have kept the chest I had on me earlier. Okay. I'll bring both. Why not? Probably will only need the one, but we'll see. So now I'm trying to think. I think the way that this worked is I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Oof. We'll see how this works. I'm trying to... Ooh, it follows me. Ooh, that's kind of weird. I don't know how I like that. status assembly platform. Alright, I don't remember if this has to be set up in a certain way. Part of the assembly line, laser items onto assembly platform directly, not diagonally adjacent to it. Part of assembly transfers from an input out to an assembly platform output inventory. Part of an assembly line, hold item in place. Okay, so I'm thinking. Trying to think. So the laser and the assembly drill have to be right next to the assembly platform. There is no if and or buts for that. So maybe I can do something like with the assembly platform in the back, and then the drill here, and then the laser here. And then maybe I can put the... because the I/O import and export don't have to be right next to it, I think. So maybe I could just do one on each side. Ooh, but if I do that, how is it gonna get to the chest? Thinking. I mean, can I? Thinking harder. Oh, thinking hurts. Hang on. Maybe we could do it this way. Laser. Export. And then this here, and then if I put the chest here, that should make sense, right? Problems. Not enough pressure. Insert an assembly program into the controller. Pressure. Okay, I can do pressure. Where would I insert pressure? Or is it just doing it? Oh, I have more plastic. Where'd you come from? How? How do I do this? That's what I thought would happen. How do I put in pressure into you? Hang on. Could you shut up? Thank you. Okay, where's my book? There's a book for this in there. Yeah, manual. Let's see. Components, machines. Nope. Manufacturing. Assembly system. Alright, to be able to craft higher tier materials, you need an assembly system, a collection of assembly machines. These machines will communicate with each other when they're horizontally adjacent. Only one machine of each type can exist, with the exception of the assembly I/O unit seen below. The assembly line runs on compressed air, but you only need to supply air to the assembly controller to power the whole system. The brain of the assembly system, it accepts programs which tell the controller how to control the other assembly machines. The controller's display shows diagnostic information about how its value. Okay. To craft items with the assembly system, put the assembly program in the assembly controller and put the required items in the input inventory. Any items which match a recipe known to the controller insert program will be automatically processed. How does it know input-output? Hang on. So, the I/O unit can either export finished or more product to be used in crafting. Any inventory can be used. Vanilla chest or mono box. Okay, I guess it will just automatically know. Okay. So it has to be, so if I put a tube here, okay, it does connect. So I can do this. It looks weird, but it's how I've got it here. And then, oh, I did want a, I'm just gonna steal this from you real quick. How do I do that? How do I, wait, how do I do anything? I don't want to, I'm gonna break it. It's so loud. It's fine. And then, boop, okay. That always makes me feel better. Okay, we'll put that in there, and then that will slowly go up. So I guess from here, I need to make the advanced pressure tube. So if we're going to do it this way, with all of the machines and then the program drill, we only need a block of compressed iron. Did I have any that I kept in here? No, I do not, but that's okay. Let's go home. Pick up a block of compressed iron. Compressed. Because I do have the correct tools, right? I'm going to double check that. Laser, drill, import, export, platform. Yes, I have it all. And I just have to put the drill and laser combo, which is this thing, which how would you even craft that? Oh, you just... Oh, you buy it. Alright, I haven't done that yet, but it's a good thing I don't have to, because I don't want to. Okay. Let's Let's see. I don't know how much pressure this requires. Oh, it's saying at least 3.5. That's okay. How? Alright, if I put this program in there and then this in here? Does it just know? Pressure, not enough pressure, at least 3.5 status. It's got everything. Now, I don't think this is going to be fast by any means, but it's building its way up. I think I could, if I wanted to, is try to add some more of these air compressors, but I really don't know how well that would function. We're almost there. Okay. I think it takes a little longer the closer you get to it anyway. So we're at 2.49, 2.2.5, so we just need one more bar. Bar! That's how that's measured. Whoops. Oh, I don't think I ever showed you guys that I redid this area. I made some more vortex tubes, and there's heat sinks below them where there's a hole, and then you hook up pipes. I have the pipes unhooked because I don't want it to heat for no reason and waste my pressure. But yeah, I have this all hooked up over here, and it made things a little faster. And then I have the charging station here. I actually have charged the Amazon tablet. I just don't want to use it. I have the etching tank, and that's it. So yay. It just was a little bit more convenient to have it. It looks nice. Are you done yet? Oh, it says it's running. It's going! Because that's the import. Look, it's grabbing it. It's grabbing it. It's like in the chest, but that's okay. Hello? You good? I don't think that's how that chest works. I'm just gonna say, ooh, it's got the little cube. It's so cute. It's so slow. I think I could put speed upgrades in this, but I'm not exactly sure how I would do that. Look at it go. I think that's the laser? No, that's the drill. I wish it would change. I don't think this changes shape or whatever throughout the whole thing until the very end, but I wish it did, because that would be so freaking cool. Oh, no, it does. Now it looks like that. Oh, so now it looks like the start part of this, where you'd have the pressure chamber valve. But I don't need to have 20 of them to make 8. I would only just need the 1, because to make these, I would need to do this twice. So I think it's cheaper this way. And now it's doing the laser. It's moving around. This is so cute. I know this is supposed to be like cool, but I think it's cute because it's so tiny. Like if these were like huge, it would be like on the cool end, but it's both cool and cute instead. Oh, it's almost there. We're gonna get it. And this should give us 8, I believe, and that will complete that quest. And that'll give us a logistics drone, which, an airborne robot which performs logistic tasks defined by inventories and or fluid tanks with attached logistics frame within a very large area centered on the deployment position. I think it's a way to transfer items that are needed. Yay! Tearing it up. And yeah, so I think this is a way to transfer items and stuff. Can I put it down? Oh, he's so tiny. I don't know what to... I could just push you. That's cute. I'm gonna pick you up. Can I just... Oh, I could pick you up that way, but that's not... Oh, I don't want to hurt you, buddy. I don't know what to do with you. I think there's... I don't know what to do with you. I'm just gonna keep you there, because I don't know what I did with my tools. It's okay. I got the advanced tubes now. Alright. Last quest, other than, of course, the automation type quest, is the aerial interface, which just says you can use it to automatically pull items from your inventory, for example, stone and ores, and keep you supplied with useful stuff like food. Not my cup of tea, but definitely something that we can do. And I don't know if we have an extra nether star, so we might have to go quickly fight another wither. If I have the skulls for it, 'cause now I don't remember. What was it called? Interface. Yeah. I need an omnidirectional hopper with a chest. I can do that. Can I just have a chest? Can I make a chest? I'm gonna make so many. There we go. So, omnidirectional hopper. And now I do need a nether star. Darn it. I don't want to fight a wither, but we're gonna have to. Okay, gonna just go ahead and toss some stuff away. Actually, I should have kept that coal. because you never know. Let's see, the wither. Oh, I got plenty of skulls. Okay, so I'll be able to do this. And we can go back to our spot in the nether and fight this guy. Just real quick. It shouldn't take very long. I don't even think I needed anything fancy because I just put him in the ceiling. So let's go ahead and run over to the nether and kill him really quickly. Let's go. Okay. Okay. We figured it out. We figured it out. Come on. You're almost dead. Don't get mangry. Don't get mangry. Don't get mad angry. There's no... It's fine. Stop twitching. It's fine. Come on. Come on. Hit. This was not how I thought this would go. Okay, we did it. I got the star. That hurt a lot. It's fine though. I'm alive and I don't think wither affects me anymore. So that's perfectly fine. Okay, let's go back home. I want to go home. I need to go home. Let's go home. And then quickly craft this up. And then we can almost say that we're done with the pneumatic craft chapter. Not quite, but almost. Okay. Let's get out. Let's go craft. We'll craft over here, I guess. Or wait, no. Maybe. I don't remember. What did I need? No, I have to craft in the other area. I have things. Come on. Aerial interface. There we go. Interdimensional convenience. Oh, it'll manage my inventory from anywhere, and then the logistics requester frame. Oh, that's interesting. I have no idea how that works. But okay. I guess I'll mess around with that a little bit. By using an advanced technology that compresses items so much they become as small as atoms, this machine can use a player's inventory as its own. This means you can hopper items in and out of this machine and they will be added or removed to the inventory of the player who placed the block. Smarter insertion methods like drones in our logistic frames, or indeed other mods, should be used to keep the player's inventory supplied with 64 torches, for example. Oh, okay. I think I understand. So, like, with this little drone guy that we had, if we had him set up to, like, constantly fill this interface with, like, a certain amount of items, it's the same items that are in my inventory. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know what to think about that, but that's very interesting. Request items and fluids from logistics networks, keeping a stock of the frame, inventory, or tank. I'll be honest, I'm not going to use it, but that is very interesting. I really like that. Alright. Well, we are at the end of this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below. I always greatly appreciate it. In between episodes, I am going to figure out this last quest. So we have to automate PCBs, which is the printed circuit boards. And I have looked a little bit into things because you can make printed circuit boards using the... Wait. Did I lie to myself? You can make an unassembled PCB using the assembly controller, and it's actually, like, pretty simple. And that way you don't have to use the etching tank, you just use an empty PCB. So I do know that, and then I know you can make empty PCBs using the pressure chamber, and then the rest of this is just kind of like stuff. And then to make the printed circuit boards, you would just have to craft all of this, and then capacitors and stuff are through the pressure chambers. So theoretically, this is easy, and I say that with a hesitance because I know it's not. The problem I'm having is trying to figure out how to hook all that up without having to have like a million of everything. Because like with that idea, you would have to have either different pressure chambers for each item, or just, I don't know if you could just load a bunch of stuff in there and it would understand the different recipes. Because, like, for the capacitor, I think the difference is you need slime, while the transistor, you need redstone. So if I was just to throw so much, like, plastic and gold in there, and then just both redstone and slime, would it even out, or would it get confused, like, if both the redstone and the slime are in there at the same time? I have no idea. I'm gonna just be honest about that. So I'm gonna see if I can find exactly how to do that. So we shall see. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!